Welcome to a brand new episode of the Murtz Show. Sorry for the technical issues. Suzette is finally here. Suzette, I don't know what kind of computers they make up in Vancouver.
Well, I got an old school computer.
Well, it's working now. It's actually working better than a Mac, I think.
That's awesome. Mwah, to everyone for being so patient.
Yes, there's a lot of people here, and they were all like waiting. Thanks to everyone for staying.
Now
one person left. That was awesome.
Yay!
So Suzette, I wanna get right into it. Okay, no like beating around the bush here.
Sure.
I feel like during the course of the season, I was your biggest supporter. Like every time I did an interview, I would say,
Thanks.
"Oh my God, I love Suzette. I feel like she's playing a hardcore game. I love that she put up Emmett and Tom." And yet, even now, most of the pre-jury members, even just today when I was tweeting that, they were getting on me. So why do you feel like your game is just not respected by at least the other pre-jury players, the ones that we can hear from now?
Well, I think that a lot of, like, Emmett is in the final two. Oh, well, did I say that? He's going to definitely do well in the game. And right off the bat, I could tell who the strong players were. And everyone just basically played Emmett's game. He was like the puppet master.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured that people would want to take Tom and Emmett out or some of the big players, but they didn't. I don't understand how, well, Tala, she's done well because she's a good social gamer, but at the end, there was all these strong players, and they didn't think of bringing different people on board. And, there were things I wanted to do, but people were afraid, and people didn't play their own game. They were doing basically what everybody else wanted to do, and no one was playing a game to win. They were playing a game to sort of be a part of an alliance that was another alliance that was a smaller alliance. And my flaws was, there were times when I was emotional, and some people said things that were hurtful, and I overreacted or whatever the case may be. But I think that I figured the alliances out, and I wanted to take out some strong players, and they kind of saw that as a threat. Whether they say, oh, she's not even a threat, I mean, I did pretty good as far as the mental challenges. I mean, there are times where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to throw this one,
Why?
So,
well, I mean, riddle me this. Like, why didn't the misfits get together? I do feel like you're touching on something here where it was almost like the popular lunch kids table where you had like Peter and Alec and Topaz and Emmett and Jillian. I don't understand why Anil, AJ, Andrew, you, Gary, like why didn't you all get together and see what was happening?
well, what I think was there's so many different dynamics. I mean, there is sort of the older ones like AJ and Andrew, myself and Danielle and Gary, we should have done something, but everyone was sort of interconnected with other people. Liza was flirting around with
Tom.
Tom and Peter, so there was that dynamic going on. And then Anil, he's hanging out. I mean, everyone wants to save themselves, and they're going to gravitate to other people. No one wanted to make a concrete alliance, and that was really frustrating. And I was watching After Dark, and I was like, talking to people. Maybe I was talk to Topaz. Then people were trash talking and try to please everyone. It felt like high school, really. They're like, oh, well, you don't like this person, neither do I. They never thought, well, I'm going to get in an alliance and hold. They didn't see the game as a numbers game. They saw it as a game where I want to be cool. I want to be in the popular group, and they'll keep me safe. But they didn't realize that no one was safe if we didn't stick together, and we just played right into their hands.
No, I totally agree. Now, I want to know what your thoughts on Emmett are now. I mean, obviously, I feel like your storyline sort of centered around Emmett, from the fact that you put him up first to then him calling you out for always playing the sympathy card. But at the end of the day, now that we're, just a couple of days from the finale, are you rooting for Emmett?
Well, I've been watching Big Brother for many years in the United States as well. And when you look at the people who've won, they've done lying and scheming and backstabbing. When you look at Emmett and Jillian, because they're Jemmett, they've won challenges. They've done an amazing job at being social with everybody. They didn't really burn too many bridges until the last minute. So you have to respect Emmett as far as he's come across. He's manipulated a lot of people through Jillian, and
Right.
Jillian's done the dirty work. But she's a great competitor. As far as like she's won how many HOHs? She's like the
Incredible.
Rachel. She's like the
Yeah.
Janelle.
Better
You
than
know, and
Rachel.
so
Better
you
than
have
Rachel. Yeah.
yeah. And you have to respect that. So, as far as a viewer, just like everybody else, I respect Emmett and I respect Jillian. They've done really well. Whether I lived in the house and I really, had my moments with them, I respect them as game players, just like everybody else. I mean, I
But
did
then,
like watching After
well,
Dark.
well, no. Well, I mean, everybody knows you're rooting for Gary. So, in between,
Of course.
Let's say Gary's out of the equation, though. Then, when it's Emmett versus Jillian, who would you vote for?
I would vote for Jillian, but I'm thinking that the jury house would vote for Emmett.
Hmm.
Because when you look at it, Emmett has played a phenomenal game competitively, and he's played a phenomenal game socially. He's really been from the very get-go when he didn't get set home. He worked his way through all these alliances. He broke all the alliances, and he's won competitions. He's been DQ'd, but everyone loves him. When you look at his beautiful little blue eyes and his gentleman touch, I mean, he's touching girls on the shoulder and on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
waist, and
He's
his
touching
little
everybody on the
smile.
shoulder. He's touching everybody on the shoulder.
Every,
Yeah.
Everyone is playing into his game, and you got to admire him for that. I think that he's done very well, and I'm rooting for Jillian, but I think
I am
overall,
too. I
when
am
you
too.
think when you think of the Shield and they respect Dan's game, they're gonna definitely probably vote for Emmett.
Now, here's the thing. I'll tell you the one thing, and we're going to talk about Big Brother Canada in general and how it compares to the States,
Okay.
but the one thing that has been driving me absolutely crazy to the point where I couldn't even watch After Dark anymore is every conversation, specifically Peter and Alec, but I think generally everybody, they were just like talking about Big Brother US. They were talking about like, oh, well, let's do this. I'm going to do this. Like, and I mean, the final straw for me was when Peter said that he was gonna, or was it Peter or Alec? Alec said he was gonna do like a Last Supper thing, sort of like Dan's funeral. I was just like, why don't these people play their own game?
Yeah,
Why are they coming
it's
off
true.
like as Canadian knockoffs of strategy
Yeah.
from the U.S.? So, can you talk about that? Was that prevalent in the house? Because I feel like that's all these people talked about all day, every day.
Well, when you're in the house and we're all newbies to the game, we're completely new. All we can go by is the strategy, is what we've seen on Big Brother
Mhm.
USA. And, everyone would be like, oh, she's like that person on Big Brother. She's like this person on Big Brother. I do feel discouraged that people in the house didn't own their own identities. And
Exactly.
they didn't be like, oh, this is my new strategy. I'm going to throw them a twist. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Gary is my bestie, and on the show, he is his own person. I've never seen a person like Gary. Maybe like there's a Luan, there's like a Reagan, there's all these other people, but not as
Marcellus. A little
like
bit of
yeah,
Marcellus.
love it. But there's no Gary ever, right? And on the show, nobody had their unique gameplay. The only one I could say who has a unique gameplay is I haven't met an Emmett. You know what I mean? Where he's like, Hayden was cute, but he wasn't like backstabbing and being mean and like saying all these things. But Emmett has, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
So
totally.
and Jillian, I mean, even Tala, like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's entertaining. She's fun. So it's exciting to see that everyone's getting their own identity in some ways. But as far as what you're saying is, why are people always talking about USA? I think that's the only thing we can talk about in the house as far as what can we relate our daily lives to.
Right, right. No, and I do understand that. It's just it got to the point where like I literally couldn't take another minute of Alec and Peter. I mean I don't think I've ever had such strong feelings of like disdain towards two people, you know? Just because they kept talking
Well,
about, "Oh, we're so good. Oh, we're the shield. We're this and we're that." I'll be very honest with you, Suzette. I think they were two of the worst players I have ever seen on Big Brother. And what's
well,
fascinating is that they think that they're so good, you know?
I know. I mean, they're my Vancouver boys, and I love them. But even, I don't know if people know, but in the first week, we created an alliance. It was called the GVRD, Greater Vancouver Regional District. That's Vancouver. And we were going to
Yeah.
work together. But everything I was trying to talk to Alec about, I'm like, yo, Alec, like, why are you banding with all these other people when I clearly know they're gonna take you off one by one? Like, don't you get it? So when they were, kicked off the show, it didn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Because they were laying their loyalties with another. Another alliance altogether that I don't know. I agree with you on that, Murtz, for sure. I didn't see that they were having any unique gameplay. It was definitely a copycat, and it was poorly executed.
No, it's just I don't mind the ego on Big Brother players. That doesn't really faze me whatsoever. It's just when I feel like it's unwarranted, I think that's what really bugs me. Like I feel like when Dr. Will does it, yeah, he can do it and he comes off as charming because he actually has the gameplay to back it up. Whereas like the Shield is going like Peter, every interview, every exit interview that he's done, he's gone, believe in the Shield. Okay, believe. What am I believing in? A piece of crap? Believing in two of the worst players ever? Believing in I mean, what is with that? Like where are they getting this unfounded arrogance from?
I think that Peter, he has his own web show called Parker Jacobowitz. So he's a very theatrical kind of person. Maybe it's playing into his fame on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but they're trying to obviously have their own stamp on Big Brother. I think some people went to play the game, and that's people like Jillian and Emmett. And then there are people who are trying to make a name for themselves. And maybe that's what it's all about, creating this whole look at we're the Shield. I don't know, but their plan, I mean, I don't understand why Peter did not save Topaz. Like, yo, why are you trusting these?
Yeah, if he's God's gift to Big Brother. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I want
Topaz. Why did Topaz throw that challenge? Like their lives did not think things through, I'm sure.
And I do think you have a point in the sense that if you look at the grand scheme of Big Brother, I really don't feel like you were a big threat. I feel like you were a loyal vote. I feel like you're not somebody who's really going to win a lot of competitions. So why do you think it was that they didn't want to keep you around when really I feel like dragging you would have been a good move?
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to explain that to Alec, but people did play an emotional game. And when I saw the footage of Topaz, she was like, any chance she got, she was trash talking me about. I mean, I never did anything to anybody as far as I can recollect. So they were like frivolous things they were trash talking me on, right? Mm-hmm. And they didn't think about, wow, you know what? We need numbers to join our little alliance. They didn't say, hey, you know what? Those are strong players. They were completely clueless to the fact that Jillian and Emmett were winning all these challenges. Like, they didn't think, like, wow, you know what? These people we got to take out. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, Gary and I would sit and play out, like, who's in alliance, what's going on, who won this challenge. And that's disturbing to me that people don't think we're game talking, but we did quite a bit of it. And we would kind of figure things out. And then these are the people we want to take. We want a chance to take out people. And maybe that scared them, or maybe they didn't know, or they thought that they were playing a personal game. But Gary and I, we were probably the only people who weren't swayed by everybody. You know what? We're going to do what we wanted to do. Everybody else was sort of playing their a game to sort of, you know what I mean? Like, really, truly, nobody had the balls to put other strong players up, and that's pretty much happened. They started taking people that they thought was a lesser threat. Maybe, I don't know.
No, and I do think that's a good point, because Gary is playing his own game. Now, you bring up Gary, and that's something that I want to talk to you about. I mean, I am a reality show purist, okay? Like, it's not so much that I love Emmett, and it's not so much that I, love Jillian, but I have a fundamental problem with a player that's evicted coming back, first of all, into the final, like, the 4.5, like Andrew says. I mean, I think that that's on point. So I know you're a Gary fan, but I also know that you're a reality show fan. And don't you think, in the grand scheme of reality TV, Gary winning is going to set a very bad precedent? Because to me, if you're out there...
Well, I'm going to be completely straight with you, Murtz, and this goes to the integrity of Big Brother. When I heard Gary was brought back, I was super happy, because for a week or so or two, watching After Dark on Slice, it was like 2 hours of soft porn for a whole week, and then Andrew and everybody talking about people who left the house and this and that. And of course it wasn't entertaining, but when he was brought back in, I was excited for Gary. But as a viewer, when I watch Andrew and Tala and Emmett and Jillian being in the Final Four, I think they deserved it. And when I'm talking about Andrew, I mean, there were times when I watched After Dark and he's talking about me, and I was like, oh my God, he's a good player, because he played it off like he was like my best friend. We're like, oh, it's time for nap time, Suzette and Andrew, because we're old folks. We're going to go take our daily nap and hang out, and we had some good talks. And then I see him trash me on After Dark. I'm like, wow, that guy's a good social gamer. So I think that he earned his right to be there, and I think it's unfortunate that happened to him as a player in the game. He has every right to be angry.
Generally though, Suzette, not just Andrew, it could be anybody.
Well, and this also goes to show the twist as well. And Neil got sent home as well, and I got to stay. So when you think about the show, some people love the twist, some people don't. I love the twist because I got saved, and that's on my own personal level. But when the house has its natural evolution of things, and people have worked and earned to be there, you have to respect that to some degree, of course.
Right. Like, to me, I mean, it's a very difficult position that Emmett's in, and to me, this is the most fascinating thing as we head into the finale. Is like, you know, I do feel like if Emmett takes Gary, it's a lock. But in the same token, I feel like against Jillian, it's a lock either. But like with Gary, there is absolutely no way. If I was on the jury, I could give it to somebody who already lost. I just couldn't do it. You know.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they're gonna take it that way, or do you think if he does make it to the final two, will he get some votes?
Well, he may get Topaz's vote, but I really feel that the House, they're logical thinkers, and you know your friend, AJ, I mean, a lot of us watch Big Brother, and we watch Survivor and all the other reality shows. They want the person to win who's most deserving, and it'll definitely be someone like Emmett or Jillian for sure.
I think so too.
And Gary, yeah, of course.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off. You said.
And the thing is too, like, it's a win-win for Jillian who takes anyone other than Emmett. It's a win-win for anyone that Emmett takes, right? But if Emmett and Jillian, it's hard to say, but I really do truly believe that they'll all vote for Emmett.
You know, it would be fascinating, wouldn't it, if Jillian cut Emmett, because that could really turn the entire thing for her.
I love that. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she's a smart girl, and she's very competitive. She's athletic. She's won lots of competitions. And if she was smart, she would think it's a gamble for her to win first place if she takes Emmett, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. But she's smart, and she'll say, you know what? Emmett deserves to be here, you know? But that's a gamble. And when Dan said she's playing for second, she truly is.
She is, for sure. I mean, I want to talk to you a little bit about your pregame strategy. Like, what did you do going in? Because I remember the one thing, and maybe you'll find this interesting. I don't know if AJ ever told you while you were in the house, but when AJ and I always talk game, I always said to him, you know, I'm like, it's so stupid to go in an all-guy alliance, like this brigade stuff, the Four Horsemen, it's been done, you know, like it's been done to death. It's better to go in and align with girls. He was very hardcore about only wanting to align with guys. So I wanted to see if you had any similar thoughts. Like, did you sort of have a game plan going in that I'm going to try and align with maybe strong guys who can win challenges that I can, or anything like that?
Of course. Of course, I wanted to align with the boys right off the bat. You know, physically, I would never be able to win some of those challenges, and it's evident, right? Mentally, I would do really well. That's what I was thinking going into the house. So when I got in, I right away connected with Alec and Peter. And but then with Tom and our little, you know, tiff in the beginning, it kind of had a little bit of a life to that. And people were afraid of Tom. Like, they were generally just not going to put him up until he kind of did that shower scene with Alec, you know, when he kind of opened the door and exposed Alec. That was the final draw. But before that, they love Tom, you know, and Tom really did that to himself, but that's between them. And but everyone was afraid of Tom and Emmett right from the get-go, and I just don't understand. We had the numbers to take them out, but I don't know. My game strategy was just to kind of float and hang out and be cool, but I think the social differences were kind of big as well. And I loved AJ. AJ and I hung out a lot, but you know he's really close to Andrew, and Andrew and the boys they had an alliance from day one.
Yeah, and I mean, I
And
think.
when,
Well, I mean, the thing is, you were there in the first week, and we don't really know what happened in the first week. And I do feel like
yeah,
Andrew and AJ were basically just like told that they were in with the Quattro when they really were nothing more than 2 extra votes for the Quattro.
that's true. And but they were hanging out. Like honestly, in the beginning, people were saying you got to throw up AJ, you got to backdoor AJ, and I like AJ. Like we hung out a lot, and I told AJ when I because I'm a night owl, and AJ and I'd stay up all night. I'm like, yo, AJ, like I'm in the HOH room soon. I'll be down there, but you better align and hang out with people because people are saying they want you out. And then, you know, before I left, it was nice and respectful. He said, you know what, Suzette, thanks for telling me that the first week that people wanted me out and I should get an alliance because I did. And he thought it was respectful. And he said, people don't see a lot of the conversations behind the scene, but
Wait,
him
now
and
I
I
want
had
to
a
know.
really
Now
good
I want to know who's
relationship.
targeting. Who said that about AJ? Because now I'm gonna like grill them at the finale.
All sorts of different people.
Are you're saying
I don't
everybody?
want to.
It's okay. I can read the
No,
subtext.
no. There were people. There were people. And the thing was, like, a lot of people wanted Gary out too, right? And like I saw on Twitter, like Kat was like, "Oh, I'm like, why'd you put me? Big intelligent move, this and that." You know what? I put Kat up because she was hanging out with Tom a lot, and she's hanging out with Emmett, and those were the two people I put on the block. And knowing Emmett and knowing Tom, they would have gotten her to do their dirty work. So I didn't think that I could trust her, mere the fact that she was hanging out with them a lot.
Right, right. Let's take a couple of questions. There are a lot
Okay.
piling up here from Jack Morris. Suzette, how do you feel about the ET Canada reunion you will have? Will you confront anyone?
I'm excited to see everybody. Last night on my radio show, I had Tom and Liza and Danielle. I talked to them here and there. Maybe I'm not too happy with Topaz. You know, some of the things she said about me was disheartening. You know, when you think about the things in the game, people trash talk. I mean, that's part of the game. But then there are times when you're not even in the house. Like a lot of us have been evicted, you know, 6 of us. Even Jillian, Dan was in the house and he's like, oh, was anyone married? And he looks at Jillian. Jillian's like, no, no. We're all like 27 and single. And then Gary's like, yo, Suze was married and had kids. Oh, like so insignificant. And then Jillian was like, oh, there was a twist where they saved some girl. Like, I just became some girl, apparently. You know what I mean? So I think there's going to be some confrontations, of course, at the finale. There'll be a lot of mixed emotions. But I'm a big girl. Like, I'm forgiving. And, you know, I can't hold any negative feelings. But there'll be times of like, yo, man, I watched the show. And a lot of things you guys were saying weren't cool.
I like this question a lot from Katie380. Suzette, how do you feel about making the best nominations of the entire season? And Katie, I completely agree. Completely agree.
Well, I think that's an honor. I mean, a lot of people would disagree. People were saying, why didn't you put up like, you know, some other players like Tala or whatever, this person, that person. My strategy was if I put these 2 strong players, we obviously have like 13 other people who could say, yeah, we want one of these strong players out. But looking into Emma's baby blue eyes, that wasn't gonna happen. I'm
No,
honored, and I think Gary did a smart move as well.
I think it was brilliant because, like I said, I mean, look, Emmett basically after that has sailed to the end. You know, that was the only point in the game where he was in danger, and it was by your hand. From Stuart M.
Yeah.
Feelings on Anil now?
Well, I've seen some interviews that Anil's done, and he said, yo, like, I don't even know why she was on the show, and she shouldn't have been there. The way I look at it is everybody on the Big Brother cast is special. What people don't understand is not just one person makes the decision on 15 people being in the house. We go through a lot of extensive interviews, extensive like paperwork, and we're chosen by a casting, by executive producers, a whole team of people. And I thought that was a low blow to Big Brother. I think everyone is special for being there, and that's why when I see Tom, when I see Kat, Somebody thought they were special, and that was executive producers. So when he said that, I was like, "Yo, that's not cool, Anil." But I apologized to Anil for that freak out. And I felt really bad, like that. I had a rough week, and sometimes you just blow up. And I'm ashamed of myself, truly, for blowing up at Anil. He didn't deserve that. He didn't do, like, I know he was doing his own thing to stay in the house. He was playing his own game at that point, but that was disrespectful on my part, and I apologize. And I have no hard feelings. I'm going to see him for dinner tomorrow, so, I think he's a really cool guy, and he's a smart boy.
But yeah, but that dinner, it's like with everybody. It's not like you and Anil just had a dinner.
I know, that's true. Well, tomorrow we're going for dinner.
See?
I mean, I'm so glad that some people from production are going to be there, because it's going to be awkward, of course, right? Like, right now, the only best friend that I have outside of the house is Danielle, and I'm pretty cool with Liza, too, and I have mutual respect for Tom, but seeing Anil and Kat will be just a little bit awkward, because, I don't know how it ended in the end, and frankly, I've got a lot of other priorities in life than to be worried about what everyone thinks of me.
That's funny. Let's take this question from Dan Totita. Suzette, what was your best and worst strategic moves this season, and why did you lash out on Anil?
Oh, probably my worst strategic move was not having strategic moves. I think also, too, was I should have spent more time game talking. When I left the house and I watched After Dark, and when I saw the episodes, like, oh my God, all like Gemma do is like game talk. And all like Peter and like everyone, and even Andrew, they game talk like no tomorrow. And I was like, well, what's wrong with me? Like, I didn't do that. The only person I game talked with was Gary between makeup sessions. So that was probably the worst kind of move. Strategically, I probably should have been, I mean, I don't know how much more social you can be. All you can do is just be yourself. Maybe like, when people said I was guilt tripping, I don't even, like, had any intention of doing that whatsoever. So I thought, whoa, like, that's kind of a low blow. And people don't understand that people are crying on my shoulders, too. People are telling me all their personal stories. Like, I can name, like, other people's ex-boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff. But why did I lash out at Anil? I truly was like at my wit's end with Anil to some degree, because he was staying in my HOH room pretty much the whole time I was in there, and everything that I shared with him kind of went through the house. And I thought I could really trust him. Like, he was super fun. We had such a great time. But when I left the HOH room, he said, "You know what, girl? There's so much heat on you, and we're gonna have to stop hanging out when you're not HOH." And that hurt. I shared one night with him in a bed, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to find another bed." I'm like, "Yo, man, you stayed in my HOH room." And I was bringing heat on him. When I watched the episodes, I'm like, oh, I get it. Because you were working with Tom, and that's why I had to go. So things kind of make sense after a while. And you can feel when people are strategically kind of trying to get you out. And those feelings sort of build up. People don't have to say it like, yo, I don't like you. But they can act like it. They can resignate all this negativity towards you. You can feel it. And that sort of was festering. When people wonder why I freaked out, well, obviously, did you watch the show?
That's hilarious. Do you feel like it's tougher being in the house, or do you feel like it's tougher sort of watching it back and seeing what you might have done differently?
When I watch it back, I'm like, oh my God, if I had only known what was going on. You know, when I saw that people were having issues with Tom other than me at that time, I wish I could have used that to my advantage. When I was like, I could have gone to Alec and Peter and solidified something like, yo, okay. When I wasn't a threat to Emmett, I just like wrecked it for myself. You know, he was trying to tell Tom, like, that's not even a threat. Let's take out Andrew. You know, my behavior kind of set my own dug my own grave, you know. I could have probably not been a target if I just sort of kept my emotions to myself. Let's just be honest, right?
No, it's true. From Katie, who is your favorite U.S. male player?
I love Hayden, of course. Hayden's my favorite. He was a nice guy right to the end, and he was honest with people, and he was really competitive, and I loved the brigade.
Yeah, he's pretty cool in real life as well.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, I
cool.
don't. I
He's
like
cool.
him. I actually like him more.
And
I like him more now.
I love Brendan too. Oh,
Who?
really? I love Brendan too. Brendan!
Yeah,
Because I
Brendan.
love Rachel. I love Rachel. Brendan is so nice and so cool. I love him.
One of
We have this
my.
thing called Team
Okay.
Sparkle. We have a Team Sparkle. It's Suzette and Gary and Brendan and Rachel. We want to like have a Team Sparkle thing. I love those guys.
Um, you know what my favorite thing about Brendan was when Brittany. You remember his scene with Brittany where he said Neanderthal? That was like the funniest thing I've ever seen. Let's see. Who do you think will win, and who do you want to win from Amanda?
Okay, well, I think Emmett will win. Of course, I want Gary to win, and that's pretty clear from a friend. But honestly, in the end, I would love Jillian to win. I think that she's, even though she played Emmett's game, she was competitive, and she didn't use her own thoughts on what's going to happen, but she did the dirty work. So I think that she should win.
I agree. Let's see. I'm going to remind everybody, because we're going to have to shut things down here in just a little bit. I want to remind everybody this is your last chance to ask questions to Suzette. Suzette, how excited are you about coming back to Toronto for the finale?
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see everybody. I'm excited to see Gary and meet his mom and hang out with Danielle. And I love the production, of course. I want to see Marsha and Marge. And I'm just excited to get to see you again, Murtz,
Oh yeah,
And,
I'm busting out the big outfit. Let me tell you, okay? The big outfits are
oh,
coming on here.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I know people are wondering what I'm wearing. It's absolutely nothing fabulous whatsoever. I think I'm going to leave all the glamorous stuff to Gary, of course. And, but I'm excited to come out and hang out with everybody and meet the people behind the walls, Honestly, there's a lot of people who are part of Inside Productions, part of Slice and Big Brother. And that's like a whole family that we're a part of now.
No, for sure, and I think that that's also a really big point. Like I remember, and I'm very frank with my opinions. Like I remember about
Yeah.
6 months ago when the show came out. Like I was at the upfront where Global announced that they were going to make Big Brother Canada, and everybody at the time was like, "Well, what do you think? Like, how do you think it's going to be?" And I told everybody, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's going to be hack. It's going to be Canadian. They're not going to have the money. The house is going to look like crap. They're only going to have 4 cameras in there. And I have to tell you, I was completely shocked by what I saw. I think that the production value has been very high, you know, and in that sense, I think that that's what's offering a lot of credibility. So I feel like it's two things. One, I feel like Robin did a great job with the cast, and two, I feel like they
Yeah.
actually, I think they spent the money. When you spend the money, you get a good result,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, and I like watching the show after being on. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be on that show and just seeing how they put everything together. Even there's a funny video on right now on YouTube, like a remix of the whole cast and just everything about it. The way they've treated us has been absolutely respectful, and the things that we've done, I think it's just been an amazing experience. And I'm so honored. Like so many people tried out to be on the show, and everybody is like special because it just gets pared down from 10,000 to like 5,000 to 3,000, 1,000, and I think that we just aced the best interview of our lives. And obviously, they chose people that they wanted that would kind of contribute to this pressure cooker. And it's cool to be able to represent our individual cultures and communities as well, because it's a very diverse group of people.
Do you think that do you think that the fact that like sort of Emmett and Jillian steamrolled all the challenges, when we look back at this, maybe like 6 or 7 months from now, do you think that that helped the show, or do you think that that hurt the show? The fact that these two people basically dominated, and it became very predictable after about like week 6.
Well, it was very predictable, and entertainment-wise, I mean, I think a lot to do with Slice too, because a lot of people after 1 month they didn't renew their subscriptions, or certain people that they loved left the show, and then it just became so predictable. And without the twist, it sort of lost the entertainment value.
Yeah.
But seeing people like Emmett and Jillian, it just proves to Canada that there are people like them that are physically competitive, mentally, and socially. And I think that's a great precedent because people after this will be like, yo, there's this one time when Jillian won like 4 HOHs.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And I think, and we have to understand that there's going to be a season 2, and people will be comparing their season to us, the first
But
season, right? And I think,
at least it won't be these like U.S. references. Honestly, at least it won't be any more Shield
yeah.
quoting like Dan. You know.
And you know, like, I think also too, like, with all the people that are left in the house, it is fun to watch. I do love watching Tala. People do underestimate her. You know, there are times when she drove people completely nuts, but she is smart. She's people don't see that aspect of her, and I certainly do, because I know that she's an intelligent person. She has the education, and she's being herself, truly, which I love. You know, I love hanging out with her. And you know, and Gary, all of them, at the heart of it, they have families, they have friends, they have people at home that support them, and I know they're all good people in the end.
You know, when people think about, how was the first season of Big Brother Canada, I feel like the first thing people are going to say back are, oh, there were too many twists. And I guess the need for them is there because, I feel like every time they do a twist, it gets people talking about the show, and that's what you need in a first season. Do you feel like do you feel like whoever wins this season will have deserved it, or are they just the luckiest ones that managed to get past all these like random twists?
I think, honestly, if we were able to predict from the beginning that Emmett was going to go to the end, which I predicted from the get-go, he's going to do well, and Jillian, I mean, obviously she's winning challenges, she's competitive. Those people, if they can overcome all those twists, they deserve to be there, they deserve to win.
Um, do you feel like you basically were an instrument, like basically the only roadblock for Emmett to win? And I feel like once you were eliminated, now it's over because while you and Gary got along, Gary liked Emmett, so Gary couldn't see past what a threat he was. You were kind of
Yeah.
like the only one that saw Emmett for what he was.
Well, and the thing was too, like, I supported Emmett, and I'm sure he'll. I mean, he knows too. Like, I supported Emmett behind the scenes, you know, because he had his own insecurities about the mental challenges, and I gave him the little pep talks as well. But they knew that I didn't have any physical ties. I wasn't controllable. People couldn't like use their tactics of touching. I'm married, and they knew that if I won another challenge, I would have no you know, feelings about putting strong players up, and they were afraid of that for sure.
Um,
And
I want to know.
I think honestly, when you look at the people in the jury house, they basically just paved the road for Emmett.
Um, I gotta tell you, when I was looking at the bios when the cast was first announced, I thought that there would be two hookups. I thought that it would be you and Tom and Tala and AJ.
That's so funny because that is not the first time I've heard Tom and Suzette, and that's so crazy to me because lots of people told me that, and even people like a part of production, or they'd be like, "Yeah, that's so weird. Like, I totally thought you and Tom," and I'm like, "What?" You know? And it's funny when I look at Tom, like, there's lots of things that we had in common that we love about each other, and then there's lots of things we absolutely probably hate about each other, and so is that like fire and ice thing. But I mean, obviously, I love him. He's a nice guy, and outside the house, I mean, we're all playing a game. And I think people thought I would hook up with AJ too, or you know, but definitely I thought AJ and Tala. I thought they were cute. They were like the married couple. You know what I mean? And
The
we
married
were
couple who
all,
doesn't have sex.
yeah, we were all kind of rooting for the. Well, I'm not gonna say we were all, but there were people within the house that were rooting for the AJ Tala thing for sure.
Um, well, I guess we're gonna find out, right? It's coming up here. Like you're in Toronto tomorrow.
Yeah, first thing in the morning, I'm out of here.
And I guess that's it. I'm trying to think of like we always end the Murtz show, Suzette, with like a Murtz challenge. So I'm trying to, I don't want to give you the
Ooh.
I don't want to give you the hey boys thing because I feel like that's now been done to death.
Oh my god!
No, but it's been
Oh
done to death.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so here's what I'm
It's
thinking.
like every interview. Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Um, I will give you your choice. Okay, wait. Hang on. Just to make this interesting
now
for
you're scaring
everybody.
me.
I'm gonna message it to you so we can keep it a surprise for the audience. Okay, so hang on.
Okay.
Your choice between these two. Now, don't say what it is when you read it. Okay.
Where
Okay.
do
Wait.
I
You
see
see
that?
that? It should have just popped up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
To do what I do, or?
Okay. So don't yeah. Okay. Don't say what the two
Okay.
choices are. I'm gonna type
Okay.
number one and number two, and after after I type number two, then you just do one of them. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you're freezing up. Okay, here we go. Number one.
Okay.
Here comes number two.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. You get your wish, Tom, you fucking redneck. Oh my god!
Do the other one.
I know.
Do the other one. Do the other one. Do the other one. Okay, wait.
Okay.
I'll pretend to be a Neil.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like
I'm
I've got
trying
the
to think
look,
what the
right?
words are.
I've got the look.
Okay,
Got the look on.
I
Okay.
can do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Suzette, I'm really sorry. You know,
You
like.
shut your fucking mouth! You must fucking mouth! Oh my god, I can't believe there's like people watching on YouTube over and over like, you shut your fucking mouth!
Wait,
That was
let's
like
do it
a
again.
big
We gotta
crazy
do
freak out.
We gotta do the number.
I'm trying to think of what's
Wait,
my
no, we
lines
gotta do
again?
the second one is too good. Wait, and you gotta give a little bit more because that speech was so legendary. Okay, we're gonna do
Okay.
a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Number two again.
Did I say motherfucking or did I say okay.
Okay, here we go. Wait, I'll put on my best to Neil. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, first I've got to get the Garfield eyes. Okay, there we go. Okay.
I gotta get it in the moment.
I'm really sorry. You know,
You
like.
shut your fucking mouth now! I'm sorry, Neil. I love you.
He knows we're kidding. That's like my favorite. You know, I feel like.
Oh my god! I don't understand why that didn't get voted as one of the most epic freakouts. I don't understand.
You know,
I honestly, truly don't do that in real life. I don't know. It's like crazy. Like I don't yell at friends or people I just randomly don't know. This is horrible.
You know,
that's why I was like, wow.
Well, the thing about Anil is I feel like Anil was a really good character, but he needed to be aggressive. Like aggressive Anil was very interesting to watch when he was like, you know, throwing the glitter around to get Gary in trouble, when he was like, you know, yelling back at you.
Oh my god, I was so mad at that. Like he was sleeping in my bed during the whole like HOH you know, that whole time I was there, and he was like, yeah, you know what, nobody likes Gary, and everyone, you should get him out. And then I was like, no, like I love Gary, I love the glitter, and I don't think people should get him out because of glitter. And he was like totally pressing on me to get him out. And I went up to Gary and I said, yo, Gary, you know what? Like, it's communal living. You got to clean up your glitter. And oh my God, the whole time, and Neil's the one spraying around the glitter. I didn't even know that until I got back to Vancouver. I was livid. I was thinking, what the hell? Like, you were sabotaging my bro, man. I don't know. He was playing his own little dirty game.
Oh my god. Okay, Suzette, I promise. Last time, but I gotta hear it again. It's my favorite thing in life. I'm gonna make you do it like, you should know that I'm gonna make you do it like 100 times at the finale too, okay?
Oh my god! Okay. I gotta get my lines right. I can't remember what I said though.
Okay, yeah, wait. You know what? No, let's do this for real. Let's find out what the lines are. I'm gonna try and find the YouTube.
Yeah, let's find out what the lines are.
Okay.
Oh my god. I think there's a meme on it too where I just do it over and over and over. Or like, Shandy, hook a girl up, you know? Like, oh my god. I do have a lot of like sayings in the house too. Not as much as Tala, but
okay, hang on. I'm going to find it.
I just look so vicious, like wow.
Okay, wait, so it will be Suzette Anil
Freak
in...
out? Oh my god. Oh, poor Neil.
Okay, wait, I'm looking for it. Hey,
He's like a nice guy, too.
in the chat room, can you help us out? We're trying to find this clip so that we can do this, like, properly. I know somebody has it on here. Okay, wait, I can't... Okay, what would it be under? Suzette yells at Anil?
Oh, there. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Okay,
What's
wait.
my line? What's my line? I've already forgotten. Oh my
Wait, does
god.
somebody have it?
Jack Morris. Hey,
Oh,
Jack
yeah. Okay,
Morris.
yes, okay. Okay, wait.
Go insane. I do have lots of glitter,
Oh, wait,
too.
what's the time code in it? I don't want to watch the whole episode.
6:10. Hey,
327,
Marie.
327.
Okay. Oh, 3:27. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna win last night's our Sunday's award. That's too bad. But it's nice to still be in conversation, I guess. Right?
Wait, there's a way you can, like, on Spreecast, there's a way you can, like, bring these in. I should have paid attention. How do you do that? Oh, wait, link to
Oh,
share.
that's hilarious.
Okay. Hang on, link to share on screen. We can put Jack's up on here.
That was even scary to me. And I'm like, oh my god, is that what I look like when I'm getting wild? Oh.
Okay, hang on. 327.
Was that like the epic moment when Reagan and Rachel gonna fight?
Yes.
Like that kind? It was it. Oh my
I actually thought that. I actually thought it was, like, better than that. Okay,
That's
wait.
so crazy.
Wait, I'm trying to
I
watch
was
it
like,
right now.
Mama Bear had her claws
Here it
out.
comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Are we gonna hear it?
Yeah. Wait, I can't... Wait, I'm gonna listen to it, Suzette, and then I'll tell you what the line
You
is.
shut your fucking mouth. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, type it out. Type it out.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll type it out. Okay, hang on. Just let me, because I don't want to do it because it's gonna mess up, like, the sound for everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Poor Neil.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. I know what my line is. Okay. Hang on.
Okay. Oh shoot.
Okay.
I can't even believe it. I didn't even know Neil had lines. I thought I just freaked out on it.
Okay. Wait. First, I'm gonna type my line and I'm gonna type your line, so then we can, like, read it and do it, like, all dramatic. Okay. One second.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. This is gonna be so worth it. I know this is taking a while. We should have, like, set this up beforehand. Okay, wait. It's gonna be so worth it, though. There we go. Yeah,
I
okay.
am a really nice person.
Okay, now, okay,
Oh,
I
I
got
do
my
need
line.
tears in my eyes.
Here's
Okay.
your line. Okay, here's your line.
Okay.
I'm working on your
Okay.
line right now.
Oh yeah, you're such a good reference. Oh my god, poor Neil. Did you type on my line?
Yeah, I'm typing it right now.
You're trying to be so positive too. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Aww.
Yeah.
Wait, do you need a... Oh, I gotta get the emotions going.
Here it comes, here it comes.
That's so funny.
Okay, hang on.
Oh my god. Poor Neil. Well, did you see in the remix that Big Brother just did? He's like crying. He's so fake cry too. It's so funny. But everybody cried in the house.
Okay, hang. I almost got it.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so good. This is gonna be the best thing I've ever done on the show.
Oh shit. You're such a... Oh my goodness.
Here it comes. I'm just listening to it one more time so I get it all.
I type with vegan like, I love that.
Here it comes.
Oh man.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Here we go. And then... Okay. Do you have it?
Okay, okay, wait.
Okay. Hang on. Oh my God! Wait,
That's
I
so
just
funny. It's like,
it just disappeared from my screen. Can you do you still have it on yours?
yep, yep, yep.
Okay. I remember mine. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
How's it going, girl? Suzette, I just feel like you're such a good representative.
And you've been backstabbing me the whole fucking week. You shut your fucking mouth.
Are you kidding? Okay, wait. One more time.
Okay.
I gotta be a little bit more passive. Okay.
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 Every time you talk, it was gonna make me laugh.
Here we go. My best to kneel. So I open the door to the storage room and I walk in. Okay, here we go. Wait, open the door, walk in. What's going on,
I'm like
girl?
crying.
Suzette, I just feel like you're such a good representative.
You backstabbed me the whole fucking week. You shut your fucking mouth.
That was the best one. We don't have to do it again. That was the best thing.
No. You have to say, how's it going, boo? Because he always called us boo.
Oh my God.
How's it going, boo?
Now I want to end it on a high. I feel like that was the best take.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Suzette, thank you so much for being on the Murtz Show. I will see you on Thursday.
Yeah! Yes, high five! Yay!
Thursday, high five. And we're gonna end it the same way we started it, always with the Murtz sign. I will see you guys after the finale. Peace.
Yeah.